What's up, everybody? I'm Jason. This is Freebird Garage. It's a good one. It's a glorious day. We have an exhaust to install today. Let's get it done. Picking out the right exhaust for your bike can be so complicated, or I at least make it complicated. Trying to find the right one for mine, I just try to go through so many hoops that in my mind it needs to hit in order to be the right one. It's the epintoire of your bike. It needs to fit, form, and function on the bike and not just look or just sound or just one, even just perform. It's got to hit all three. It's got to look good, it's got to produce some power, and it's got to sound awesome. So trying to find that in the right exhaust is pretty difficult. There's a couple companies that pretty much knock it in those boxes, but they mass produce them and everyone's got them on their bikes. I want something that's not just the standard quo of finding an exhaust. And my other FXR, that's what I did. I found an exhaust that is no longer produced. The company had a big fiasco during the time when I was trying to get it. And when I finally got it, luckily it fit. I heard some horror stories where they didn't. And it came out beautifully the way it did. And now I have a very rare exhaust, the other one, because they're no longer produced. And the saying goes for what's behind me, all right? This one I am stoked about because the company that I was working with, they did some custom touches on this. It was also custom made on top of that from another company. Stoked to show you guys what it is. Let me show you. We are working with a Red Thunder, but there's a caveat to this, right? So Red Thunder, if you don't know them, they are like the European version of Thunder headers. They almost look identical. They do perform. They've had great reviews. They're very well made exhausts, but this one has an added caveat. This one has been custom made by Power Plant. So I am stoked to show you guys what this is. And on top of Power Plant, he made a small production run of these exhausts last year. They all sold out super fast. Wanted to get one, was in the right place or time to be able to do it. I actually remember talking to them and nothing really came of it. And then recently I just figured, you know what? See if they have them. They didn't have them on the website. I messaged them on Instagram and bam, lo and behold, he had one left and we worked on the phone together. Super, super awesome guy. And it all worked out well. He was very communicative on everything to be able to get this exhaust to my liking. One of the first companies that actually took every bit of the time to make sure I was happy and make sure that it fits well. And he stated, I want to make sure that when you pull this out, that it has everything you need to put it on, because nothing is worse than pulling out a part and it doesn't fit because you need X, Y, and Z for your bike. And to understand that in this field, I've pulled out so many parts that needed additional stuff that wasn't noted. It's so frustrating. So to be able to see that Power Plant, you knocked it out of the park on customer service, and I'm stoked that I got to go through you to be able to get this. So it is their custom design from Red Thunder, and then on top of it, there are some custom touches that he did to be able to fit my particular RT. And the only way that worked out is because he had one of these bikes in his garage, which is out in California, because there's no way my bike was getting there to be able to be custom fitted. All right, so let's open this up. Let's check it out. Oh, way, that's awesome. Hooked it up with a brand new hat. Hell yeah, all right. Bam, that is a Thunder Shorty header by Power Plant right there. Man, that's awesome. All right, there's another piece I'll show you guys, but there are some custom brackets that he did as well to make sure it fit even better. We'll talk about that on the install. All right, so first we gotta get rid of our old exhaust. Luckily it's kind of just loosely put on, so we'll pop this off, and I realized I think we gotta save a couple pieces, but we'll get to that, all right? All right, so the only problem I believe I'm gonna have is this rear floorboard. Obviously you can take off the other one too, but the way that the exhaust kicks back, it's not going to allow me to run these for what I can see. So we're gonna remove these as well, just to play it safe. And then I can always go back and add them without a problem. So pull these off here. And if I have to, I might have to go further back, but I like to hopefully hold on to this, or I may have to rework the whole thing. So not a big deal. Pull that off and we will continue. All right, so he made a custom bracket to fit the exhaust on this transmission. These plates are from 87 to 89. Could have been 86, but I'm pretty sure it's 87 to 89. So this is going to fit right in there in order to hold the exhaust. So we're going to get this held down and kind of get everything as like a soft fit right now. So everything hooked up, and then after I like how everything sits, runs, and everything on the bike, then we'll go around and do all the good Loctites onto this whole deal. So that should get us started. Will allow us to mount the exhaust on. All right, ready to install, and this is actually one of the shorties that they're all together. I've had mine where the two headers are separate from the collector here, but this is all welded together. And of course we'll have our cap on a little bit later. The baffle, it's hard to see, but it's got a pretty sweet styling for the baffle inside of there. I believe the Red Thunder actual long tube style header has a removable baffle, I was told, on some of those. So it's a little bit different there. Pretty nice all in one. So we just gotta throw on the headers, throw on our bracket, and be good to go. Okay, so I got everything kind of dry fitted right now, and I'm gonna get the screw into here so we don't lose the exhaust. And see how we're looking. Cool. Alright, last piece, and it's my favorite. It's the end piece of the exhaust, and this was custom created because I was going to run clamshells and didn't want the exhaust to be hitting the clamshells and just making them look, you know, sooted up, nasty every time I go ride. And because it's a shorty, it's going to bound to happen. And instead, he created and welded this whole end piece here, so it comes out, looks great with the P16 gold stamp. Looks dope. Alright, let's get it on. Alright, everything's installed. Let's hear how it sounds. From some straight tube headers to a 2-in-1 exhaust, the sound deafening difference is insane. And I should know this because I've had them before on my bikes, but you forget about it when you're in a closed course with this garage, and then you go into a 2-in-1, it just sounds awesome. And Power Plant, you killed it. The design, the sound, I'm super stoked with the Red Thunder and the Power Plant touch to it, man, and the custom to fit my bike. Yaniv, you killed it on helping me out, man. I appreciate it, and good service. And it goes a long way. So if you're ever looking at some of their stuff, he's got some really cool parts out there. Go check it out, powerplant.com. He's got a bunch of stuff. We're following him on Instagram, and tell him I sent you, and let him know that his parts look dope. All right, guys, for now, that about wraps me on this one. I would greatly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press that notification, leave a comment below and tell what you think. And for those who are subscribed, thank you. As always, stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.